What's up, everybody? Hope you all are doing good. So today's video is actually going to be on forgiveness, the importance of forgiveness, the power of forgiveness, and how forgiveness can really make you a better person. It can cause you to live a happier life. I understand we all, as people, we all have been through hurtful things that involve someone else. We've all been betrayed. We've all been hurt by someone we love. We've all been hurt by someone we never thought would hurt us. That is just part of the human experience, and it's always happened, and it always will happen. That is just the cold, harsh reality of it. People will always hurt us, but guys, it's how we handle it. That's what the important thing is, because we know it's gonna happen. So we have to really take a step forward and be like, how am I gonna handle something like that when it does happen? Years ago, y'all, I would not be doing a video like this, like, oh, you need to forgive, because I thought when you forgave somebody, it was almost saying that it is okay that they did that, like it is okay that it happened. To me, forgiveness was the only thing I used to piece together in my mind was looking back, like as a child in elementary school, somebody stole my crayons, and then we get mad at each other, and then the teacher makes us apologize, and we're like, oh, okay, it's fine, then we're friends again. I thought that's how it worked. But, I never, ever in a million years thought that forgiving somebody for something that was an ultimate betrayal, something that really hurt me, I never thought forgiving them was even an option. I thought I was supposed to hang on to resentment. I thought I was supposed to hate them. I was supposed to stay angry at them, to show them, and I feel like I was doing it to show them that I was mad, as if they actually cared. The thing is, when people hurt you, y'all, yes, sometimes they feel remorseful, they feel sad, they apologize, but there's going to be a lot of people in life, y'all, that are going to hurt you, and they don't care. They don't care. They are not going to lose an ounce of sleep over it. And that, first of all, that's sad, and people like that, they really lack morals, and they really just lack compassion for other people. But it is going to happen, and a lot of times that happens to some of the nicest, best people out there. Those are the ones that get hurt the worst. And it's terrible, it's sad, and we should not be hurting each other at all. But sometimes we do it purposely, and sometimes we do it really without knowing. It all takes communication with somebody to let them know, hey, you did this, it hurt me, and then the other person should reflect and, come up with an agreement and compromise with it. But that's not always going to happen. There's going to be people that hurt you, and even if you tell them, hey, you hurt me, it's really making me sad, it really hurt my feelings, they're not going to care. They're going to say F you, and they're going to turn around and walk the other way and tell you to get over it. I've had that happen many times, and a lot of times it was by people that I loved the most and was closest to in, romantic relationships. And, the biggest one was with my family, y'all. When I finally came out gay, that really, their reaction really hurt me. That killed me, because my life went from one thing to another, like total opposites overnight. I was the golden child a lot of times growing up, with my cousins and aunts and uncles, and then all of a sudden I was the bad guy. Like, it just happened within a few hours after they found out. It was like, boom, they turned their back. And I was treated differently. I was not as welcomed and as unconditionally loved as I once felt as a child. And I grieved very, very hard for that, because my family was all I knew. And it's like all of a sudden, it all was gone. It just vanished. And, at first I was depressed about it. I would kind of beg for attention. I would apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. I was the one apologizing. And then finally I realized, y'all, that was getting me nowhere. I was pretty much putting myself in just a hopeless situation of thinking maybe they would come to their senses, but that's just not the way it was going to work. And I finally realized that, and when I did, I let it go of trying to fix it, but then came the resentment. And I felt so much resentment in my heart toward them. I remember I got to where I couldn't even be around them. I didn't want to speak to them. If I heard anything about them, it would just piss me off so bad. And I was just such an angry young man. And I just remember almost like fantasizing in my mind of like going up to them and just absolutely chewing them out and just being as hateful and as mean as I could. And, that was not the way to be. Yes, feeling anger towards somebody does feel good sometimes. It does. But after a while, if you continuously feel anger, I mean, and you suppress that anger so much and it just lives in your heart, you are going to become a pissed off person and you are going to become a very unhappy person. And y'all, the anger that I felt in my heart for my family, it leaked out into other areas of my life. I would get angry for no reason about stuff. I would have I had a bad temper. I would just throw a temper tantrum over something that was so small. And, after I would be done with being mad, I would be like, what happened? Who was that? And well, that resulted from a lot of the anger I had built up over the years for not, and not addressing it. It comes out on small little things that actually it has nothing to do with. And then finally, y'all, when I got involved in therapy, I really learned, and also when I was studying spirituality the most, I really learned about what true forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not about the other person or the people that hurt you. It's not about them. It is about your peace, your contentment. Because when you forgive, you're able to let go in a way that it does not consume you like it once did, that you're not as upset and as angry as you once was. And just because you forgive somebody does not make it okay for what they did. And you do not have to be around those people. You do not have to be buddies with those people. You don't have to let them back in your life. But, hanging on to a lot of anger and never forgiving people, that is keeping them in your life. They're living rent-free in your head. And, when you finally, and forgiveness is brave, y'all. It takes courage, it takes bravery to be able to step up and forgive someone who has really destroyed you in a way that has impacted your life very negatively. I mean, it takes a strong person. But when you finally step up to the plate and you actually do it, you notice such a shift in your mentality, a shift in your life. I felt just a huge turnaround in my life after I forgave my family for a lot of the stuff they did. And also in my romantic relationships, y'all, there was things that happened to me. There was cheating, there was lying, and it was just a lot of stuff that, and a lot of that stuff I carry forward into my next relationships, and, very self-destructive because I was hanging on to all these negative feelings. So guys, forgiveness is something that it will bring you so much peace, because when you hang on to resentment towards somebody, I mean, it's like drinking poison and then waiting on the other person to die. I read that quote and I thought, wow, that is absolutely the perfect way to describe it, because I was poisoning myself over the years, just staying angry at those people that, hurt me. And I thought that's how it was supposed to be. I thought that was teaching them a lesson. Me being angry towards them, that was teaching them a lesson. But deep down, they don't care. I mean, there's people that are going to hurt you in life that they don't care. Some people actually find enjoyment out of hurting each other. And if you're their target, well, you're their target and they will go after you. And, we have to develop a thicker skin, and, we have to learn to let things roll off our back, to let things get past us, because there's people out there that actually, they will be mean to you and you take it so personally, but it's actually nothing personal towards you. They are just a negative person. They are an unhappy person. And if you're a happy person, it pisses them off to see that. So they want to bring you down to their level. I have learned that over the years is people that are very unhappy want other people to be unhappy with them, because they feel almost a sense of jealousy. They feel a sense of resentment towards people who are happy, because deep down they want that. And they know they don't have that, and they feel they can't have that, and they don't even try. So they're just, their mindset is, oh, I'm going to hurt this person, bring them down to my level. I don't want them to be happy because I'm not happy. And yes, that is incredibly selfish, but that's just the way that life is. And when one of those type of people, when they come into your life, you have to learn how to handle it. And so, and yes, people will say things to you over the course of your life that will hurt your feelings, that will make you angry. But, I think a true person who is interested in self-development and self-help and self-love, especially self-love, they will learn the power of forgiveness and what it can do for you and what it can really do for other people in general. Because when you're hanging on to a lot of anger, that ripples out into the world, your interactions with other people, and that just creates more anger. But when you finally, really understand and get involved in practicing forgiveness, that brings a lot of peace, and then that ripples out and creates a happier world. So, guys, I hope this video really helps somebody. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll be back in a few days with another video. Thank you, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye.